Hello friends, you are welcome to my YouTube channel MacPM. So in this video we will continue to solve problems on the bending deflection of beams. So in this case we are considering a simply supported beam and point load is applied at midpoint of the beam. So let's find the deflection. So we have to solve this numerical problem. A beam 6 meter long simply supported at its ends. So let's draw the beam too. It's a simply supported beam, so there will be hinge support at one end and a roller support at other end. It is carrying a point load of 50 kilonewton at its center. So point load, so we will solve first general case. We will solve for general case and we will find some formula to solve this question, then we will put the numerical values in that formula. So let's consider that it is W load and total length is L. Okay, the moment of inertia of the beam is I is given this, and if E of material is given, calculate deflection at center of the beam and slope at the supports. Okay, so from the symmetry you can see that suppose this is reaction RA, it is A, it is B, it is C, A, B, C, then you can see that if RA is reaction here and RB is reaction here, then this beam is symmetrical about the midpoint, so RA and RB will be equal. So we can say that RA is equal to RB is equal to W by 2. Now if load is applied at the center, then beam will deflect like this. So at midpoint the maximum deflection is y max. So maximum deflection will be at midpoint, and slope here, if we draw a tangent here, then it is parallel to the beam, so slope here is 0. So one of the boundary condition is that dy by dx is equal to 0 at x is equal to L by 2. Suppose this is 0, x is equal to 0 here, it is origin, and x is equal to L here, so it is L by 2 at midpoint. Now we have another condition that y is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0 and L. You can see that deflection will be 0 at this point because there are supports. So these are the boundary conditions to solve this beam. Now what is the moment? If we take a section at x distance from the left, this section xx, then bending moment at section x is mx is Ra into x. It is a sagging moment, so it is positive. So mx will be Ra is W by 2 into x. Now we know that bending moment is this one, and Ei d2y by dx2 is equal to m also. So we will equate these two, this one and this one. So W by 2x is equal to Ei d2y by dx2. So this is equation 1. If we do integration here, then we will get W by 2 into x will be x square by 2 is equal to Ei dy by dx, and a constant of integration will come here. So here c1 is constant of integration, so is 1a equation number. Now you know that at x is equal to L by 2 dy by dx is equal to 0. So put this value in equation 1a. So we will get c1 plus W by 2 into L square by 4 into 2 is equal to 8 is equal to 0. So you will get c1 is equal to WL square by 16 minus. So we got the value of c1. So put this value of c1 in equation number 1a. So we will get Ei dy by dx is equal to w by 4 x square minus w by 16 l square. So this is equation number 1b. If we integrate this equation again, then we will get eiy is equal to w by 4 into x cube by 3 minus w by 16 l square into x plus c2. So this is equation number 2. This is constant of integration again. So if we put this condition at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, if we put this equation, this boundary condition, then we will get 0 is equal to 0 minus 0 plus c2. So c2 is equal to 0. So let's put the value of c2 in the equation number 2. So we will get eiy is equal to w by 4 into 3 12, w s cube by 12 minus w l square x upon 16. This is equation number 2a. Now we have to find maximum deflection, which is at x is equal to l by 2. So y max will become ei y max will become w into l by 2. We will put x in place of x, we will put l by 2. So we will get l cube divided by 96 minus w l cube into 32. So we will get wl cube. So if we subtract this, then we will get wl cube divided by 96 and it will become 2. So we will get minus wl cube by 48. So maximum deflection will be y max is equal to 1 upon ei minus into wl cube upon 48, or we can write wl cube upon 48 ei negative. This negative sign shows that deflection is in downward direction. Now this is maximum deflection. Now we will write the formula for the theta. So we have slope from equation 1b, we have dy by dx ei is equal to this. So if we find dy by dx at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to l, so this beam is symmetrical, so bending will be also symmetrical, and dy by dx slope at this point and this point will be same. So let's find this. Dy by dx at x is equal to 0 will become 0 minus wl square by 16. So dy by dx is equal to minus wl square upon 16 ei. Okay, so we have got the formula for deflection and slope both. Formula for deflection is y max is equal to wl cube upon 48 ei, and this one is slope. So we will find the values from the question. It is given that l is equal to 6 meter. Okay, load is 50 kilonewton, w is 50 kilonewton. The moment of inertia of the beam I is given as I is 78 into 10 to the power 6 mm to the power 4, and E is equal to 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. So first of all we have to do all the units in same. It is mm here, it is mm here, it is meter here, so we have to convert L is also in mm. So L is equal to 6 into 1000 is equal to 6000 mm, and W is equal to 50 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Okay, now Y max will become WL cube upon 48i. We will calculate the numerical part only. We will leave the sign because it is downward, so we will directly show how much deflection is downward. So W is 50 into 10 to the power 3 into L is 6000 to the power cube divided by 48 into E is 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 into I is 78 into 10 to the power 6. So if you calculate this, then you will get 13.736 mm. So this is the maximum deflection at midpoint. Now we will calculate the slope. Dy by dx is equal to WL square upon 16EI. So we'll put the values 50 into 10 to the power 3 into L is 6000, Q is square divided by 16 into E into I. Okay, after putting all the values, we will get value of the slope. So it will become dy by dx at A or B will be equal to 0.06868 radians. And if you want to calculate in degrees, then you can multiply by 180 upon pi. So if you will do that, you will get 3.935 degrees. This is the answer. Okay, I hope you understand how to solve this type of problems, and if you have any doubt, then please ask in the comment section. And if you like this video, then please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video.